Shit. Shit. I am a Christian. I'm a believer. I believe in God. I'm a very faithful and religious person. Now, you may be asking yourself, why the hell would someone cuss and then immediately say that? I did that for a reason. And it sort of felt a little wrong to say, but I did that for a purpose. I want to break a stereotype, I guess you would call it. But the reason why I do that is because, well, Christians, people of faith, people that believe in God, etc., all these things are supposed to be associated, or, well, not supposed to be, but they're naturally associated with being, or supposed to have being, perfect individuals, right? And yes, sure, we're supposed to strive to be perfect, but I have accepted the fact and that we all mess up. And I'm making this video to point out that we as people associate and disassociate a lot of people say, I'm not going to be a Christian. I'm not religious. Some people are afraid to call themselves religious to other people or a believer to other people because they are afraid of being associated with people in the same group that do bad things or that represent that group horribly. And I can tell you right now that at any point in time, you yourself, no matter who you are, probably are grouped by probably about 200 or so different groups that make up you, whether it's eye color, hair color, having facial hair, type of clothes, etc., type of personality, certain hobbies, music, and the list goes on. Body, whether you have a certain health or blood type or any plethora of different things that could make up who we are. And each one of those groupings has or race. Each one of these groupings has a person or a plethora of people that have done horribly bad things associated with any one of these 200 groups that have done something horribly wrong, horribly bad, maybe even violent, or maybe even ended up in the news, did something horribly, right? On the flip side, there is someone that has done something, and sorry, I'm struggling trying to find out a comfortable place to hold this thing because I've been holding this for a little bit. But there is, on the flip side, there is someone in each one of those 200 groups that has done something amazingly, spectacularly, amazingly beautiful, right? And so because of the bad people that associate with that group, we all of a sudden don't want to be a part of the group as a whole. The only thing I want to tell you, that the only thing that is unique about you is you, right? You are the only one of one group. Even if you have an identical twin, it does not matter. It is you of you. You only have your DNA. That is it. Now, maybe there's some sort of phenomenon somewhere out there where two people have the same DNA. I don't know. But if you're gonna say, oh, that's BS because of this one happenstance of something being unique, then whatever, do you? I don't care. I'm me. I get to choose. And I am not. And I urge and I encourage you to do the same. But I do not disassociate or associate myself with a group because they do or do not do anything, whether it's horribly bad or horribly bad or horribly good. I don't know why I said horribly bad and went up, but anyway. but but yeah, I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it. I mean, shoot, if you group me, right, me being black, you may or may not be able to tell, but I'm mixed. I do have some white in me. Am I concerned about the percentage? Nope. But I consider myself to be a black man, right? Being black, there is a lot of different people that have done horribly bad things that are black. There's also, and I'm a pig to say, no, you know what? We'll just make it even, right? We'll just say there's an equal amount of black people that have done amazingly, beautifully, and perfect, amazing things, achieved great accomplishments, and yeah, so it balances, right? The only thing that changes is the amount of weight that you give either or, right? If you give the bad things more weight, then cool, that's fine. You might not want to be associated with that group, and that's your decision. But I'm not stopping myself from being associated with a certain group because some people within that group do dumb shit. Me, as you can see, I'm quite gray-headed or white-headed, whatever you call it, because it's not very gray. It's actually very much white. But gray hair is associated, or what I hear a lot is it's associated with wisdom, right? Now, I consider myself to be a very wise person. However, I make some very stupid decisions. Who's the one to say that those decisions are stupid? The only opinion that matters is mine. But other people may choose, maybe whenever I do my my uhs or ands a lot, sometimes I used to say, a lot, and a lot of those things might be associated as not being that intelligent, that or cussing might be kind of with that. But anyway, I'm getting off track. The gray hair, there is a lot of people that have gray. It's associated with people that are old and then people that are wise. Sometimes those things are the same. You could be old and wise. Sometimes you could be young and wise. But gray hair. Now, I got my hair whenever I was 17. I clearly wasn't old, but I had gray hair. I started getting it. People would call me old. Even to this day, people think that I'm sometimes 10 or 20 years older than I am. People think that I'm 40, 50, and above sometimes. I just turned 33. So, I say all these things and I explain all this to say, to break the mold, believe what you want to believe because you feel led to believe them. Don't let the opinions and actions of others make you leave them. That was not meant to be a rhyme, but mid-sentence I decided to make it that way. But that's a good quote. I like it. Yeah. In other terms, and break it down, don't not do anything. Yeah. Don't choose not to do something because there is a negative association with some people that have done that thing, right? I'm not going to let someone stop me from going and skydiving because some people have died doing it. Or some people didn't have fun doing it. Or whatever. Maybe they think it's too expensive. Maybe whatever. The list of things that could possibly keep someone from doing something. I'm not going to stop those things aren't going to stop me from doing it, because I also know the equal is true that there are some people that skydiving has changed their life. It was the catalyst for them to conquer their fears indefinitely. It was an amazing experience that made them then be able to conquer other things in their life. So, that's it. I ramble. I know. That's my group. I ramble. So yeah. Yeah. It was a bit of a harsh beginning, I must say. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I do have a sense of, I wish I would have hitched my speech, I guess, to something as opposed to me cussing and then saying how religious and faithful I am. But I think it was a necessary, I'm not gonna say evil, but I feel like it was a necessary shock. Yeah. So, yeah, message sent. Whether you choose to receive it or not, have a great day. Have a great life.